Oh, hi there. Hi, I'm Jamie Anderson, partner at Rational Acoustics and lead Smaart instructor, talking to you here from the lovely Rational Acoustics in Putnam, Connecticut. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through a basic Smaart setup, basic system that we're going to use for a bunch of these demos. The system is very simple. What we have is we have a mixer here that's bringing in our signals. I've got a pink noise tube, which is just a 48-volt phantom-powered source. Provides us some pink noise. On the second input here, I'm actually going to have an input from the computer in case I want to generate the signals from within the computer. And I also have an input just coming from an iPod, so I could have music going through the system. The basic concept here is we're going to create a signal and we're going to send it through our sound system. Our sound system here is being played by this this powered loudspeaker, so the amplifier and the speaker and any crossovers are all contained in this guy. So that's our output section. And then in between the output and the loudspeaker, we have a processor. The job of the processor is just there to get control of this system, to adjust it if we need to for build-ups or anything that happens when you put the speaker in the space, or if you need to do something aesthetically. So here my processor is in. And you can hear that as I adjust the equalizer, you can hear it affect the output of the system. So this is our basic sound system. This is what we're going to use for our examples. So with this in mind, we're going to go ahead and we're going to connect Smaart into the system. With Smaart, what we're going to want to do is acquire signals in this system. To do this, what I'm going to do, here's Smaart running on my Mac laptop here. I'm going to use an I/O device, an input-output device. It talks to the computer, in this case via core audio. This is a 2-channel device. I have the ability for each of my 2 channels to have either a microphone level with phantom power or 1/4 inch, either line level or instrument level, so balanced or unbalanced, or RCA input. So I have a choice of different inputs I can have for my 2 channels. Now, for my I/O device, there's 2 things that are important. One of them is that you need to make sure that you have drivers for your I/O device that will talk to your operating system. Smaart runs on many different operating systems on Windows and Mac, so you need to make sure you have current drivers to be able to talk. You also need to make sure you have the right connection. In this case, we're using plain old USB. Pretty much everybody's got that. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to gain access to the signals here. One of the first signals that we're going to want to acquire is actually what's going on acoustically in the system. So we're going to use a free field Omni, just a basic measurement microphone. And we're just going to acquire what's going on acoustically right here. So that's going to be one of the signals we're going to acquire. And then we're going to want to acquire signals in the system. The first electronic signal that I want to gain access to is really going to be what's coming out of this console. Now, what's really nice about this is this console duplicates this output signal on another output here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a simple, I'm going to grab that signal with this balanced 1/4 inch output, or balanced 1/4 inch cable, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring that signal in to one of my channels here. I'm also going to, I have an XLR cable which is connected to that microphone. I'm going to connect that to one of my input channels. So here we can see that Smaart is receiving that input signal. We can also see on my input device, I can see that I'm receiving those signals right here. And I can also see that when I bring up the noise going through the system, I can see that I'm receiving that signal coming into Smaart. So now I've grabbed the signal coming out of this board. I've also grabbed the signal at the microphone. Now there's one other signal that I may be interested in grabbing, and we're going to use throughout a lot of these examples, and that is that I'm going to want to look at the signal coming out of the processor. This is a line level signal, and the way I'm going to get access to that, in this case, is a simple old trusty Y cable. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one output of that Y cable, I'm going to adapt them over to a balanced spring sleeve, balanced 1/4 inch connector. I'm going to go ahead and pull that connector out, put in my Y cable so the signal goes on to the speaker system. But now it also comes out and it comes into my preamp box. So now for my channel 1, I have the ability to choose between this line level signal or the mic level signal. In the measurements that we're going to do that follow, I'm going to choose this output signal, this line level signal, or the microphone signal for my measurements. One other thing here is that I'm going to want to be able to grab the signals coming out of this device right here. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm just going to connect to the output of this I/O device. And I go ahead and I can send that signal in, and in this case I'm sending pink noise from Smaart as well. So here we have our 3 different choices for source signals, and here are our 3 choices for measurement signals. That's our setup.